Hello out there in Cyberland. My name's Jason. Welcome to the latest edition of Tunes and Talk. I'm recording this on Thursday, July 22nd, 2021, and I'm about a week later than usual. I try to get these put out maybe once every couple of weeks or so, but despite the best of intentions last weekend, it just didn't happen. I had, aside from just the usual detritus of life, had some educational opportunities, some things I'm learning, some things I'm teaching, and put some time in on that, and had a very social weekend. And after so long of not having social things on our calendars, right? It's a little strange having places to go and people to see again. Got to spend some time with some really lovely, wonderful friends who I'd not seen in months, and in one case a couple of years, and really catch up. And it's nice to reconnect with people again, not just on a video screen and not just via phone, but to really sit down across the table and just talk and laugh and share time together. So that was my last weekend, and it was very well spent. Got a busy weekend on tap this weekend too. Lots of things on the calendar, but I did want to squeeze this in for the benefit of those of you who do tune in. Both of you. I'm kidding. Maybe. Anyway, I've been doing like theme shows, but tonight I was trying to kind of pull a theme together, and I'm like, you know what? The only theme I can put on this one is stepping out of my comfort zone. For these Tunes and Talk, as some of you know, I sing you 10 songs. I blather on a little while between songs because that's who I am. And I always try to sing at least one new song every week to step out of my comfort zone as a performer, to expand my repertoire. Well, tonight I have 5. So I've got 5 that I have sung before, feel pretty good about, and I have 5 songs that I have not sung before. So that is really going out there on the edge for me. I love these 5 new ones for me. I've always loved them. They're not new songs, but for whatever reason, I've never attempted them. So tonight, I shall. We're going to kick things off, though, with a little tried and true. Well, I've tried it. I hope it's true. Tune from Christopher Cross, who I'm happy to say, even though he went through a very difficult time as a result of having COVID in 2020, lost the use of his legs for a while. Now he's back touring. Yay! Go Chris! That's not it. This is it. It was good for me, it was good for you. Now nothing neither of us can say or do can change the way you feel tonight. Sometimes love, it just slips out of sight, and there's just one thing before you go. Just one thing that you gotta know. No one will ever touch me that way, the way that you did that very first day, and I will never be the same without you here. I live alone and hide myself behind my tears. No, I will never be the same without your love. I live alone, try so hard to rise above. The years go by, there's always someone new to try and help me forget about you. Time and again it does me no good, 'cause love never feels the way that it should. I I guess I'll love you forever, even though I know we can never be together. I think about what could have been if we could just start all over again. And I will never be the same without you here. I live alone, hide myself behind my tears, and I will never be the same without your love. I live alone, try so hard to rise above. It was good for me, it was good for you. Now nothing either of us can say or do can change the way we feel today. But sometimes love, it just slips away. And there's just one thing before you go, just one thing that you gotta know. No one will ever touch me that way, the way that you did that very first day. And I will never be the same without you here. I live alone and hide myself behind my tears. Oh, I will never be the same without your love. I live alone, try so hard to rise above. I will never be the same without you here. I live alone, hide myself behind my tears. The great Christopher Cross. I'll never be the same. Got to see him in '95 outdoor concert. At that time, he had just put out a new album called Windows, and sort of a title track. I mean, there was no track just called Windows, but the first single was called Open Up My Window, and it was a duet. He sang with a lovely member of his musical entourage, his band, named Gigi Worth. And I have looked high and low and east and west, north and south, for either a track or sheet music or a lead sheet or something for that song, Open Up My Window, because it's just really soul-warmingly beautiful. Unfortunately, it was never published as far as, the public having the ability to get their hands on it. And I've checked through a couple of obscure channels even. But if you ever see sheet music for it or a track, leave me a comment. And Jason, here's where you can find Open Up My Window by Christopher Cross. He also did it just as a solo acoustic recording for the Carlisle Cafe sessions, and I have that on one of my music players. Just beautiful. You should check that out one of these days. Okay, I said I had 5 tried and true and 5 new ones. That means I'm going to go back and forth between them. So, here we go. You'll know this one. Feel free to sing along, whether you are a Beatles fan or, like me, a Carpenters fan. Because you know I am such a Carpenters fan. Never tried this before. Hope I don't screw it up. Here goes nothing. I'm gonna be sad. I think it's today. Yeah. The boy that's driving me mad is going away. He's got a ticket to ride. He's got a ticket to ride. He's got a ticket to ride, and he don't care. He said that living with me was bringing him down. Yeah, he would never be free when I was around. He's got a ticket to ride. He's got a ticket to ride. He's got a ticket to ride, and he don't care. Don't know why he's riding so high. He ought to do right, he ought to do right by me. Before he gets to say goodbye, he ought to do right, he ought to do right by me. Think I'm gonna be sad. I think it's today. Yeah. The boy that's driving me mad is going away. Oh, he's got a ticket to ride. He's got a ticket to ride. He's got a ticket to ride, and he don't care. Don't care. Well, think I'm gonna be sad. Think I'm gonna be sad. Think I'm gonna be sad. I think I'm gonna be sad. Think I'm gonna be sad today. I'm not going to be sad today. I've actually had a really good day. Crazy thing. I was going to get out and maybe take myself to lunch, because I try to do that periodically. I don't go overboard, but every now and then it's nice to. You can do it. Got in my car, turned the key. The only thing that happened was that a little red light on the dash shaped like a battery came up. So I said, okay, well, at least it happened on a day when I wasn't like trying to get to work or had appointments, that kind of thing. So I called AAA, had them come out, give me a jump, drove down to the dealership, and they were able to replace the battery. And I'm thinking, okay, well, I had a coupon that had been emailed to me for free battery installation. So I thought, well, I'll just pay for the battery. At least I won't have to pay for installation. And the lady comes up and says, okay, we have your car just about ready. I said, oh, well, I'll be able to use this coupon you emailed me. And she goes, oh, you won't need that. It's still under your warranty. Today's free. Everything's free. So, hey. So I was feeling pretty good. And I thought, well, It's a little late to go to my lunch destination, but I can do like an early dinner over at Panera, right? Because I love Panera. Drove into Panera and I go in and I order a pick two, right? It's soup and a salad or whatever. And I get my order put in, and she said, "Do you have a My Panera card?" "Yes, I do." We slide that, and I slid it. "Oh, well, sir, you have a free pick two. Would you like to use it?" I'm like, wow, this day just rocks. And I had to stop at the bank really quickly, and I thought, well, now I'm not going to get to the bank because I'm having to do all the car stuff. But there's a bank branch right next, more or less next door to Panera. And I looked at my watch, and it was, when I pulled in the parking lot, and it was 4:50, and they close at 5. I can just make my bank errand and get that done too. So I'm not going to be sad today. I'm feeling great. I hope you are too. Too much sadness in the world already. How about, if I can remember the lyrics, because it's been ages since I sang this, so, but we'll give it a shot. Anne Murray. Will be shadows in the moonlight, darling, I'll meet you after midnight. Hand in hand we'll go walking through the Milky Way, and we'll find a little hideaway where we can love the whole night away. We'll be shadows in the moonlight right up till the light of day. Oh, the night is young, baby, so are we. Glad, I'm gonna make you glad you came. Oh, you won't need a thing, just bring your love for me. Darling, I will do the same. We'll be shadows in the moonlight, darling, I'll meet you after midnight. Hand in hand we'll go dancing through the Milky Way. Night is young, baby, so are we. Glad, gonna make you glad you came. We'll be shadows in the moonlight, darling, I'll meet you after midnight. And hand in hand we'll go dancing through the Milky Way. Find a little hideaway where we can love the whole night away. We'll be shadows in the moonlight right up till the light of day. Shadows in the moonlight right up till the light of day. Anne Murray, Shadows in the Moonlight. Love Anne Murray. She's one of two Canadians that I have a very special fondness for. The other one is probably watching this video right now. And I have a very special place in my heart for him too. It's awful cute. And very sweet. And he's probably blushing right now, so. What's up next? I think that means time for another newbie. Well, let's see, we had a song about dancing in the moonlight. Well, let's go from dancing to walking, or walking, with that apostrophe on the end. Walking, courtesy of Miss Nancy Sinatra. Never done this before either, but looked like a good time. You keep saying you've got something for me, something you call love, but confess you've been messing where you shouldn't have been messing, and now someone else is getting all your best. These boots are made for walking, that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. Yeah. You keep lying when you ought to be truthing. You keep losing when you ought to not bet. You keep saying when you ought to be a-changing. Now what's right is right, and you ain't been right yet. These boots are made for walking, that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. You keep playing where you shouldn't be playing. You keep thinking that you'll never get hurt. Ha! I just found me a brand new box of matches. What he knows, you ain't had time to learn. These boots are made for walking, that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. Are you ready, boots? Start walking. Oh, Nancy Sinatra, these boots are made for walking. Inspired a whole generation, well, between she and Marlo Thomas as that girl, to put on their white go-go boots and, maybe get a fall and pony their way to a better life, right? Wasn't that the dance, the pony? How's your week going? Have you been able to get out and socialize and see friends and family and sort of get the feel of, wow, this kind of feels almost normal, and it's been a long time since we felt normal? I hope so. Unfortunately, there are still a lot of people out there who are refusing to get vaccinated. Don't get me started. I don't understand that. I understand being cautious when the vaccines were still approaching use, but okay, no, that was months and months and months ago. We know they're working, right? What, 99.5% of all the people that are getting sick now are unvaccinated, so please get vaccinated. Do it for yourself, do it for your neighbors, do it for everybody. Do it so we can all get back to some semblance of normal and spend time with friends and family and people, and go out and do karaoke, and go out and dance, and go out to lunch, and all that good stuff. Because life's short, and got to make the most of it. What was it Ferris Bueller said? Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around every once in a while, you can miss it. Oh, Ferris. Ferris, silly Ferris. What's next? Here's a little something from Vanessa Williams. I love Vanessa Williams. You know, you think about it. To go from relative obscurity to worldwide fame as the first Black Miss America, to being destroyed in the media over, you know, Playboy pictures, to building her career and life back up as a very successful recording artist, television actress, you know, skincare spokesperson. It's like, good for you. She could have just crawled away into obscurity, and no, she's like, my life, I'm in charge. I will take the reins, thank you very much, and I will steer myself back to success, bigger and better. And of course, all those years later, the Miss America people actually issued an apology to her on national television. Go get them, Vanessa. And here's an old song of hers, always loved. The verses are so similar, though. Forgive me if I use a cheat sheet for lyrics. I haven't sung this in ages. It's hard to say from where you stand exactly when it all began, but someplace there's a point you cross the line. You see the tears that stain your face, rolling down they've left their trace. You know it's time to leave this place behind. It's a long way home. It's a long way home. It's a long way home. Trying to retrace your steps, it's all too easy to forget just which way to go. It's a long way home. Outside the sky is threatening. You slowly gather up your things and wonder how you ever will explain. Walking out so self-assured, yeah, you were gonna change the world. Walking back a child in the rain. It's a long way home. It's a long way home. It's a long way home. How can you retrace the steps you've been trying to forget? Still, it's time to go. It's a long way home. And if you lose your way, just keep your eye upon that endless broken line. You throw your bag beneath the bus, sit among the curious. It happens to It's a long way home. It's a long way home. It's a long way home. Starting to retrace your steps. You learn to live with your regrets. Next stop, heaven knows. It's a long way home. Such a long way. It's a long way home. That goes out to some friends of mine who just in the past 2 to 3 weeks have, as a result of changing life circumstances and losing people and having lost people, having financial struggles because of the pandemic and that kind of thing, have gone home or gone to a new home, moved out of state, moved out of town, moved back to where they came from originally, and I wish them all well. I wish them all luck and love and peace and a happy life. I wish that for all of us. And I am so thrilled and so blessed and lucky and enormously grateful to live in this beautiful, groovy, wonderful little city in the desert. And you know, my little studio apartment may not be a palace, but it's pretty comfy, and it's really nice to be able to come home to it every day. And so yeah, hopefully my home will never be a long way away. It will always be right here in our little desert paradise. So, time for another newbie? I think so. I'm feeling brave tonight. Maybe it's just because I've had such a good day. This song. You know, it's funny, I love this song. I always love this song, and yet I totally forgot about it for years. And that happens to us, right? We love a song, we hear it on the radio or whatever, and then we don't hear it for a few years, and one day it comes on the radio, and we're like, oh yeah, God, I used to love that. I haven't heard that forever. And you find yourself singing along, at least with the chorus. This is one of those songs that was from the Sounds of Philadelphia. The Spinners recorded this. And I heard the other day, or I was reading the other day, I was talking about the Alan Parsons Project with somebody. I thought, gosh, I really love the Alan Parsons Project. And I saw this thing, Games People Play, and I'm like, wait a second. That wasn't by the Alan Parsons Project, was it? And so I do the YouTube thing, right? And the Alan Parsons Project recorded a song called Games People Play, but it wasn't this song. And apparently there have been like 5 songs recorded by various and sundry people called Games People Play. And I kept going down further and further down the YouTube rabbit hole until bang, I found the one. It's like, the Spinners, that's who it was. That's a song. And I listened to it and said, you know, I think I may just have to sing that. So, chorus, yes. Verses, no, as far as what I remembered from years ago. So I've got my cheat sheet. You don't mind, do you? I didn't think so. Thanks. Feel free to sing along, groove along. About now you're going, oh yeah, I forgot about that song. Get no rest, don't know how I work all day. When will I learn? Memories get in the way. I walk around, I can't hear a sound, folks talking loud, but I don't see at all. I gotta get away, I don't know where to go. It's hopeless, so I guess I'll leave it alone. Well, I spent all day fixing up to go somewhere. Thought I was late, and I found he wasn't there. I guess I'll find love, peace of mind some other time, but I still have today. Gotta get away, I don't know where to go. It's hopeless, so I guess I'll leave it alone. Games people play, night or day, they're just not matching what they should do. Keeps me feeling blue. Been down too long, right, wrong, I just can't stop it. Spending all day thinking just of you. $12:45, heading for the subway home. I took my time, 'cause I felt so all alone. Not far away, I heard a funny sound, took a look around, and I could see his face, smiling as he came, calling out my name, so I know where to go. We'll take it slow, I guess I'll call it a day. Games people play, night or day, they're just not matching what they should do. Keeps me feeling blue. Been down too long, right, wrong, I just can't stop it. Spending all day thinking just of you. Games people play, night or day, they're just not matching what they should do. Games people play, they just can't stop it. Oh. The Spinners, Sounds of Philadelphia. Love the Spinners. You know, they did Then Came You with Dionne Warwick. Never knew love before. Then came you. Then came you. Kind of propelled her back to the top of the charts when she was having a minor slump. They did Rubber Band Man. You've never heard a sound like the Rubber Band Man. They did Could It Be I'm Falling in Love? Could it be I'm falling in love with you, baby? Gosh, so many wonderful hits from the Spinners. And it takes a fool to learn that love don't love nobody. Good stuff. Good music. Not enough good music being written and put out there these days, but thank God we still have a treasure trove of good music from days past. Speaking of music from days past, how about something from the lady with the long, lustrous hair, just like me, Crystal Gale, asking the musical question, why have you left the one you left me for? Have you left the one you left me for? Has he heard like me that slamming door? Did you leave for good or just get bored? Why have you left the one you left me for? Is he what you wanted? Or has time changed your mind? Has he heard like me that slamming door? Did you leave for good or just get bored? Have you left the one you left me for? I can see you're hurt, but I'm not sure if it's real. How can I really love you when I don't know how you feel? Have you left the one you left me for? Has he heard like me that slamming door? Did you leave for good or just get bored? Have you left the one you left me for? Okay, come on in. You be my lover, I'll be your friend. You don't have to answer, I won't ask again. Have you left the one you left me for? Has he heard like me that slamming door? Did you leave for good or just get bored? Have you left the one you left me for? Have you left the one you left me for? Has he heard like me that slamming door? Did he leave for good or just get bored? Have you left the one you left me for? Why have you left the one you left me for? Yeah, I come crawling back. I made a mistake. Take me back. And as the Judy Burnley character from 9 to 5, the musical, which is spectacular, by the way, said in the showstopper number, "Get out and stay out. I finally had enough. Don't kiss me on your way out. It wouldn't move me much. You used me, abused me, you cheated and you lied. So get out and stay out. I'm taking back my life." Awesome. Awesome music. 9 to 5 is one of my favorite movies, always has been. And the stage show, it doesn't translate story-wise as well as some other musicals, but they did a pretty darn good job. And Dolly Parton wrote, of course, all these new songs for the stage show, and really some top-notch music. Of course it is. It's Dolly Parton. Come on. Like Dolly's going to write something that's not top-notch? Get out of town. Did you see just this past week, it was Dolly's 75th birthday. She had always said for her 75th birthday she wanted to pose for Playboy again, just like she did many moons ago. But of course she said, well, they don't really have a magazine anymore. But said her husband, of whatever, 57 years, however long they've been married, still thinks she's a pretty hot number. So she had a little Playboy bunny outfit made and decided to dress up just for him and surprise him. Really cute Facebook video of it. And she still looks darn good, you know. God love you, Dolly. You are still hot number. Alrighty, back to the new stuff. Now this is far from new, but it's new to me. It's one of the few Carpenters tunes, because again, I love the Carpenters. One of the few Carpenters tunes I've never actually tried to sing. I think I just kind of always thought it was a little higher, maybe a little out of my range, maybe a little too high, a little too low on the other end. I don't know. But it's certainly a song I can relate to, having been through a scenario or three like this in years past. So let's hope I can pull this off. If not, no. Still 2 more songs to come after us. Maybe they'll be winners. there be a boy as sweet as you love? All my love I give gladly to you, all your love you give gladly to me. Tell me why then, oh why should it be that we go on hurting each other? We go on hurting each other, making each other cry, hurting each other without ever knowing why. Closer than the leaves on a weeping willow, baby, we are. Closer, dear, are we than the simple letters A and B are. All my life I could love only you, all your life you could love only me. Tell me why then, oh why should it be that we go on hurting each other? We go on hurting each other, making each other cry, hurting each other without ever knowing why. Can we stop hurting each other? Gotta stop hurting each other, making each other cry, breaking each other's heart, tearing each other apart. Can we stop hurting each other? Gotta stop hurting each other, making each other cry, breaking each other's heart, tearing each other apart. Can we stop hurting each other? Gotta stop hurting each other, making each other cry, breaking each other's heart, tearing each other apart. Oh, we mere mortals just go on hurting each other. Wars and battles and hatred and political parties that turn into cults, that turn into culture wars, and we do need to stop hurting each other. Got to stop breaking each other's hearts, tearing each other apart. A lot of wisdom in that song. Okay. What's next? Ooh, that was tough on my voice. I think that's not quite in my range. I won't know until I view and hear the playback, at which point I might be horrified and not want to post this at all, but oh well. I'll say I'm feeling brave tonight. I might post it anyway. This next song was recorded by Garth Brooks. Speaking of, hurting each other and doing horrible things to one another as the human race often does, and trying to rise above that. This song was written 1995 after the Oklahoma City bombing, and it's about when people say, well, why bother to change? Why bother to try and rise above that? Human beings, we're savages, that's just who we are, that's just the way it is, just suck it up and deal with it, it's always going to be that way. Well, you know what? It only takes one person to say, no, we're not doing that today. We're not doing that any day. And one other person looks and says, you're right. Then you got two people. And another one looks around and says, you know what, I think they've got a pretty good idea. I'm going to go join their camp. Like Barry Manilow said, all it takes is one voice and everyone will sing. But this song is called The Change. I haven't sung it in a long time. Hope I don't forget the words, because they're beautiful words. They really are. One hand reaches out to pull a lost soul from harm, while 1,000 more go unspoken for. They say, what good have you done by saving just this one? It's like whispering a prayer in the fury of a storm, and I hear them say, you'll never change things, and no matter what you do, it's still the same thing. But it's not the world that I am changing. I do this so the world will know it will not change me. This heart, it still believes that love and mercy still exist, while the hatreds rage. So many others say that love is all but pointless in a madness such as this. It's like trying to stop a fire with the moisture from a kiss. And I hear them say, you'll never change things, and no matter what you do, it's still the same thing. But it's not the world that I am changing. I do this so the world will know that it will not change me. As long as one heart still holds on, hope is never really gone. I hear them say, you'll never change things, and no matter what you do, it's always the same thing. But it's not the world that I am changing. I do this so the world will know that it will not change me. What I do is so this world we know never changes me. You can make a difference. I can make a difference. We all can make a difference. You can give somebody a shoulder to lean on. You can give somebody a leg up. Give somebody a hand to hold. Just pay somebody a compliment that they weren't expecting. Sometimes that's all it takes to turn somebody's day around. You can have somebody that is having the worst day ever, and you don't know it because they're hiding it so well. Because let's face it, we all have burdens, and we all get pretty good at hiding them. But inside, they may just be thinking, this is the worst day. Why did I even get out of bed? And you walk by and you go, gosh, you know what? That is such a beautiful color on you. It really goes so well with your skin tone, and really, wow, you look really put together today. That's a great outfit. And suddenly inside they go, wow, what a nice thing to say. Okay, maybe it's not such a bad day. So we can all make a change for the better in our lives and other people's lives. Don't let the world at large, shake that out of you. All right, we have one song left, and it's another newbie. God, I hope I have enough voice left to pull this off. This is a song, old song by Poco. It's one of my two favorite songs by Poco, the other being In the Heart of the Night, which I've sung on here at some point, and probably will again. This song is one of several songs called Crazy Love, and I had looked for years for a backtrack, a karaoke track, and all the ones I found had background singers that sounded like some kind of hybrid, cross between the Vienna Boys Choir and the Chipmunks. Crazy Love! Excuse me? A bunch of guys with no testicles singing. And I was listening the other day and the song came on the radio. I'm like, gosh, I just want to sing that song. I'll look again, because sometimes new tracks are released, and lo and behold, I found a track with no backup singers. So here we go. I hope I haven't gotten my hopes up for nothing, because I really love this song. I always wanted to sing it. So let's give it a shot before we wrap it up. Tonight I'm gonna break away. Just you wait and see. I'll never be imprisoned by a faded memory. Just when I think I'm over him, this broken heart will mend. I hear his name and I have to cry. The tears come down again. It happens all the time. This crazy love of mine wraps around my heart, refusing to unwind. Ooh, crazy love. Count the stars in a summer sky that fall without a sound, and then pretend that you can't hear these teardrops coming down. It happens all the time. This crazy love of mine wraps around my heart, refusing to unwind. Ooh, crazy love. Tonight I'm gonna break away. Just you wait and see. I'll never be imprisoned by a faded memory. It happens all the time. This crazy love of mine wraps around my heart, refusing to unwind. Ooh, crazy love. Tonight I'm gonna break away. Crazy Love. Love that song. And I love you guys for tuning in, for being here. I hope you've enjoyed the music. I hope you've enjoyed the chatter. And we'll do this all again in 2 or 3 weeks. Take care. Love you guys.